February 2016 Best Song, Hard Rock and Blues. Chris Barclay's Go Let Out is a turbulent ride of melodically chaotic guitars and shotgun drum from its first note to its crash and burn ending. Yeah, baby, I won! Anyway, that's what I'm talking to you about. I'm talking to you about guitar picks. Barclay talking to you from my studio in Auckland, New Zealand. Today I thought I'd talk about a little video I'm going to make about guitar picks. Nothing amazing here. Last time I was in Christchurch, I made mention in one of my vlogs about the differences in guitar picks and the importance of them. Guitar picks really affect my playing, and you guys might be the same. Now, I'm not reviewing anything exciting. It's just I'm not reviewing XFX system against the Kemper. I'm just talking about anything exciting. I'm just talking about the guitar picks. So I just want to talk to you guys about the evolution I sort of had in getting into the guitar pick I really like to use. So here's a few tips and a few things I sort of went through in discovering what kind of guitar pick I like. The first thing I want to mention though is you need a heavy pick if you want to shred. If you're a shredder, you need a heavy guitar pick. End of story. So down here on my kitchen bench I have a selection of guitar picks I went through before I got to the one I really like. And that took a number of years actually, so I just thought I'd show you guys. So here on my kitchen bench, a selection of guitar picks, sort of the evolution I went through in my playing. Now when you start playing guitar, when you first start playing, you tend to go for something quite flimsy and flexible. And I actually started even smaller gauge. I think I was playing 0.5s when I first started. And you start strumming and playing. But it doesn't take very long to realise that a floppy, thin pick does not give you much purchase when it comes to speed on the strings. So I tend to move away from that. By the way, I did stick with the Dunlop brand for a long time. Then I made an evolution towards something heavier. Actually, next step was 1.5, and a lot of great players still actually use 1.5mm pick today. I think Satriani and Vi, they probably still play with 1.5. Different material, but that will give you a decent amount of purchase on the strings when you're trying to grip into them and get some speed and get clarity. Especially if you're alternate picking, you want a heavier pick. So I did stick around on 1.5 for a while, but then I read and studied a bit more, and I realised that 2mm was better for me. I went for a 2mm pick, and I played one of these for a long time. This actual Dunlop USA 2mm pick. Played this for a very long time. I actually used it on acoustic stuff as well, and played a lot of electric with it. And that was probably the pick I've used the longest the time I've been playing. And it actually, funny enough, later on I went for a stage where I went onto Yogi Malmsteen's pick. This is actually his pick I got from a concert. He threw it out to me. This is actually his pick. They're exactly the same thickness, and I did read that Inlay did like a 2mm pick. So I came back later on. Then after that I thought, to get more speed and more clarity and hitting those notes, I thought I'd go for something heavier. And I actually went for one of these Jim Dunlop 3mm, and this was a beast. I found it was great, slippery surface, and the thickness, I didn't have to hit strings that hard to get a note, and it really helped my speed, and I hung on to that for a long time. I played that for many years as well, played a lot live with those. And then I tried a different brand, Stag, and same thickness, but these actually allowed me to glide a little bit more. They have a little bit more pointy at the end, beveled around the side, and these are weapons for a long time. And I really like playing those. Touchscreen also, you could try those if that's for you. And then I did go for a patch using my Malmsteen pick for a while, and some picks similar to that, and I realised it's just the same as these Jim Dunlop 2.0s. So you need a heavy pick. If you want to play fast, you need a heavy pick. And the next thing I went for is these little Jim Dunlops, and these are 2mm as well. So I actually went back down a size and went for something a bit smaller, because the more I was reading, the more I was watching and studying. I was wondering some of the great players were using smaller picks, and I did play with that for a while. And then finally, I crawled out from under a rock I was living in, and I came across Jazz 3s. And I don't know where I was. I was hiding under a rock or on another planet. and I've been playing for these last 2 years, and I did notice that after a while that Joe Bonamassa and Eric Johnson use these, and I just can't beat these. They're 2mm, I think they're 2mm, I'm not sure. Someone would be out there tell me if they're 1.4 or 2, I think they're 2. And I just love the clarity, the bite, the point, the control you have of the pick. Great for legato runs because you can hide it a bit. Hybrid picking, you can hybrid pick with it. Alternate picking, the clarity and the attack is amazing. So that's my pick of choice, and I just like the size. You can see it compared to some of these other picks, it's little. And I like how you can change fingers. So easy when you use these to back to pick or hybrid picking. For economy picking, alternate picking, and legato, these things are amazing, just amazing. And I'm actually in a process from a good friend of mine in America has put me onto John Petrucci's GS3 model, which he's just had made. So I'll be interested to see how they go. So I'm going to give them a try. I think it's slightly beveled. But yeah, you've got to have heavy picks. And all through my evolution of guitar playing and building my speed up and playing, I've always sort of discovered that you need a heavy pick. So those people trying to get quicker, look at your pick first. Not just metronomes and scale practice, and get a pick that kind of works for me. This works for Ingve. I mean, the guy's a powerhouse. So, in summary, my advice to anyone trying to get quicker at playing the guitar, don't get hung up on just the metronome and the scales and that sort of thing in practice. Get yourself the right pick for you. And I mean, to me, there are a lot of other brands and other picks that would work, but you need to go heavy. I mean, actually, some people probably don't play heavy and can shred like nothing, but for me, I went heavy. I mean, this is 2mm. It's good enough for Ingve. It's good enough for me or anyone else. So yeah, I did play around with that for a while. GS3s, like I mentioned before, I just love them so much. I was really slow to pick up on these. Some people might be more clever than me, got straight on them. It's took me, years to come across these. But I just love them. So, yeah, if I was going to sum it up, get your pick out, stick your pick out, show us your pick. You need to go heavy. That'd be the first tip I'd get. And the heavier I got, the quicker I seem to get. And the size is really good too. Am I making a lot of hay out of nothing with talking about picks? Don't know, maybe, but just a tip from me. Okay, I'm not reviewing the latest of gear. There's heaps of people doing that. I'm more about playing, but to me, this is part of the instrument. It's the next part from your body that sends the messages to the guitar. Next to your fingers, it's the most important thing almost. If that makes sense. So that's me, Chris out. Try different picks. I recommend trying heavy if you haven't tried. Don't be scared of threes. Try the threes. Threes. See you. I've also been invited to a gala event. Details will arrive under separate cover, including recommendations and accommodations LA, limousine, transport for you and your 3 guests, red carpet entrance and media interviews, unlimited open bar, well that's no good, I don't drink, meeting with the executives, that'd be interesting, that'd be cool. 2015 Artist of the Year nominations, wow, got RSVP. Hey, I love LA, love Los Angeles, I was here just a few months ago actually, but I think I got my buzz's birthday that day.